Hey guys, Bolt
Hi,
here.
I'm Nancy. Anyway, here's my center of operations, my desk. Go ahead and poke around. If you want to know the particulars of how I do what I do, take a look at the book titled.
Okay, so yesterday was Memorial Day. I wanted to take off, so we pushed to this video to today's video. And then we do have a reaction video for tomorrow to the new TOE kind of concept trailer for the new remake, I guess. But we got these two folks to
Well,
talk
hello
about.
there. You must be the new maid Ollie told us about. I'm Bill Kessler. This guy's Lou Talbot.
Hey,
What's your name again?
Nancy Drew. Just thought I'd come over and say hello.
Well, Lou here's a grad student. Art major of all things. You're probably gonna need a jackhammer and some hydrochloric acid to clean his room, eh?
Have you two been at the lodge for a while?
About a week, I guess. I checked in right after he did. We sat down after breakfast one morning and discovered that this fox and geese game is pretty darn fun. I've been whipping his tail ever since.
Is this the first time you've been to the lodge?
Yep, sure is. I came for the ice fishing. Of course, knowing there's a renegade wolf running around is kinda dampened my enthusiasm.
Have you seen the wolf?
Just heard it. Every night since I've been here, in fact. Gets creepier each time. They should get rid of it, and the sooner the better. They didn't put up with wolves prowling around this place 40 years ago, and they shouldn't put up with them now.
what are you, Little Red Riding Hood? That wolf's not hurting anybody. People should just leave it alone.
You'll be singing a different tune when it has some little kid for breakfast, then has you for lunch.
Not gonna happen, dude.
Trust me, if something bad can happen, chances are it eventually will, dude. Hey, I know what you can do. Shovel the snow off the skating pond so we can do some speed skating. Lou here thinks he's faster than me.
You're like ancient. Of course I'm faster than you.
You may have youth on your side, my friend, but I've been working construction since before you were born, which means I am more fit now than you will ever be. Get that pond shoveled so we can settle this, okay, kiddo?
Consider it done.
Oh, okay. Weird. Okay. So I met those two. Um. So this is what I need to go to. I'm hoping that I have.
Guess I better get this pond shoveled off.
Okay, so if I'm remembering correctly, the bottom never has thin ice. Okay. So and that means this stuff right here is fine. Okay. Um Wait, what? So this makes no sense. So it's not like Minesweeper. Okay. Right? Okay. So, am I supposed to shovel this entire thing? Okay, so she can die. Cool.
Fell through the ice?
Yes, but I'm okay now. I just got a little wet and cold. Actually, I got really cold. My lips turned this really interesting shade of violet.
You're supposed to be investigating accidents, not having them.
I know. I'll be more careful next time. I promise.
I'd like to believe that, Nancy, but I just can't afford to. I'm in enough trouble with my insurance company already.
You don't mean...
Oh, but I do mean you're fired.
So how am I supposed to do this? So... So as long as the blue is done... Okay. So... This means there's one nearby. So I'm confused. What got... What got Nancy last time? Nope. Confusing.
Fell through the ice?
Yes, but I'm okay now. I just got a little wet.
So, this makes no sense. Yeah, this makes no sense at all, dude. So I'm supposed to avoid it, but you want me to shovel it? see. I'll go back to the original episode. I was doing this based on a picture before. Oh, here we go. So that's weird. Okay, so here's the indicator. This is all safe. I'm not seeing this, so I should be fine. I'm seeing a lot of this though. I think. Um, okay. But how am I supposed to place a cone on thin or cracked ice if I can't shovel it? It skipped, I think. Okay, so there was a page before the snow shoveling. Okay, so after every snowfall, some sections of the ice will be very thin due to hot spring activity. Pay attention to the color of the thin. Only shovel those which are safe to skate on. Okay, so I can't step on it, but I'm supposed to warn people? Okay. So there's those. Maybe another video will have it, because this is confusing. Wait, what? Oh, so it's saying there's 3. Okay. So there's 3 things I have to do. Oh boy. Oh, dude. Okay, so I think, yeah, I can save here. Because I can keep doing it. Wait, what? Right? But that's confusing. But
That ought to do it.
okay.
Wait a second. Those look like wolf tracks. Maybe I should find out where they go. Weird. Looks like some kind of monument.
Cool.
What's this doing here? Strange. It's halfway in and halfway out. This thing must open up somehow.
And I don't think I have any.
Sounded like an explosion. What's that noise? Oh no!
Okay, what?
Heard. Oh, good. Easy. It's okay. I'm not real happy about the situation either. It's gone, but thanks to that hole it dug, I can breathe again. Now if I can just pull myself out.
Oh, this is the
This must have been made by the explosion I heard. A fossil. Cool.
no way for me to break it or anything.
Wonder what kind of rocks those are.
I probably should have had a tool for this. I think I'm wandering off. That's the jet ski that probably...
Ah, warm again.
Oh, come on. Oh, well.
Can't check that off yet.
Okay.
Been there, done that. Check.
So gotta call the sheriff. I need to call the Chantel next.
Office, this is Mohican.
Hi, this is Nancy Drew at the Icicle Creek Lodge. We met the other night when you were investigating the bunkhouse explosion.
Oh, yeah, that bright kid from the States. What do you need?
Well, I found a melted clock face close to where the bunkhouse used to be, and I wondered if it could have been what triggered the explosion. You know, the timer.
I found that clock face, too. Left it there because any fingerprints on it would have melted away along with everything else. And besides, Ollie Randall said all the room clocks at the lodge looked like that. Could have been one that was in the bunkhouse to begin with.
Oh, right.
You shouldn't go poking around on your own like that. There could still be explosives lying around. Although, I hear it takes a pretty big bang to set off C4.
C4?
A plastic explosive? That's what blew up the bunkhouse. Lab result came in less than an hour ago.
Is C4 hard to get?
Not if you're in the military or do any kind of demolition. In Eastern Europe, it's called Semtex. It's not that hard to handle either. For somebody who's had training in explosives, it's a piece of cake.
Did you learn anything else from the lab tests you did after the bunkhouse explosion?
Nope. Unfortunately, that bunkhouse wasn't particularly well made, so when it exploded, pretty much everything got melted into a blob or blown to smithereens or burned to a crisp.
I almost got caught in an avalanche at Chicken Ridge that was triggered by a big explosion.
An explosion? Are you sure it wasn't just the sound of someone shooting a rifle, maybe?
No, it sounded like someone had set off a bomb. In fact, afterwards I found a crater, like someone had deliberately blown a hole in the ground underneath the snow.
Unless it was someone shooting off fireworks or something. I have no idea what it could have been.
Thanks for your help.
Goodbye.
Okay.
Oops, haven't done that.
Oh, okay, gotta do that.
That's finished.
Gotta call Chantel.
Hello?
Hi, Chantal. It's Nancy Drew.
You know who's behind the accident?
Not quite yet.
Oh.
Has anyone talked to you about the World Championship cross-country skiing competition that's going to be held somewhere in this area year after next?
That is something I am not at liberty to discuss.
In other words, the answer is yes.
I didn't say that. Why do you ask?
That would tend to make Icicle Creek Lodge a very desirable piece of real estate, wouldn't it?
If the championship is held nearby, which as far as I know, still hasn't been decided. You think someone's been causing these accidents to run me out of business? So they can buy the lodge from me on the cheap?
It's a thought.
And a pretty nasty one at that.
About Tino, I'm not totally comfortable with the idea of consulting with him on this case.
Why not? Two heads are always better than one, and I find him to be very knowledgeable and kinda
you know what he did when we were on that train trip Laurie Gerard arranged?
He didn't go into a lot of detail, but he did say that that's all water under the bridge. In fact, I insist that if and when you're stumped about something, you ask Tino to help you out. That's what I'm paying him for. Agreed?
Agreed.
Good.
I'd like to hear more about the accidents that have been happening around here.
The first thing that happened was the worst. The Faringdale family and Becky the cook all came down with food poisoning and had to be hospitalized. Somehow, the potato salad got contaminated, although Becky swears it wasn't because of anything she did. I cannot tell you how awful it was. All 5 people became violently ill at roughly the same time. But were they all in the same room? Of course not. They were spread out all over the lodge. Poor Elsa was cleaning for days. And the odor? Oh my gosh. Anyway, then Carl Jenkins slipped on the stairs outside and broke his leg. Then Lou Talbot's window was broken. Then Elsa the maid's tires were slashed. Then the phone wires were cut. And then... oh yeah, and then the Southwaites were almost overcome by fumes when gas started leaking into the sauna.
So, who's suing you?
No one yet. But my lawyers are afraid it's just a matter of time and are trying to figure out what preventative measures to take.
I'd better get back to work.
One more thing. Ask Yanni if it would be all right if I used his name and picture on the Icicle Creek Lodge website. I mean, when I finally have a website, it would be great publicity, okay?
Sure.
Good. Talk to you soon.
Okay.
Check. Still need to do that.
Avalanche Patrol. I don't think I have that written down. It was a part of the notes, though. And then after that, I gotta call, it was this one. Okay, here we go. Okay. Go ahead and save. Oh, okay. Locks on room doors have color combo. Cool. That's a cool thing to find. Go ahead and call Avalanche Patrol.
Avalanche Patrol, what's your location?
I'm calling from the Icicle Creek Lodge, but I wanted to report an avalanche at Chicken Ridge.
Anyone injured or trapped?
Not anymore.
We'll check it out. Thanks for the heads up. Hey, wait a minute. You know Ollie Randall?
The handyman here at the lodge?
He's also on the patrol. Do me a
a favor and tell him that the explosives training in Calgary has been postponed till next month.
Explosives training?
Sometimes the patrol has to use explosives to bring down unstable snow. Yearly training sessions are mandatory. Ollie'll know what I'm talking about.
I'll tell him.
Appreciate it.
One more thing. Have any of you guys been setting off explosives anywhere near the Icicle Creek Lodge recently?
Nope, sure haven't.
Well, thanks. Bye.
Well, we know where the supply is coming from at least.
You have reached Pinevale Hospital. All our doctors and nurses are busy right now. Please try again later. Thank you.
Okay.
Been there, done that. Oops, haven't done that.
Halt! By order of the Snow Princess, you shall not pass! You win, so you may pass.
Hmm.
Ah, much better. I was really cold.
Hey, excellent job on the snow shoveling, eh? We had ourselves one fine time out there because of you, especially Lou here.
I beat him 5 times.
By the slimmest of margins. What's up, kiddo?
Are you by any chance related to Rolf Kessler, the guy who used to build carousels around the turn of the last century?
No idea.
I'll see you two later, okay?
Drop by anytime.
Well, that's a fun little possible like thing. Okay. There's just no one here. Hmm.
You have reached
Damn.
Pinevale Hospital. All our doctors and nurses are busy right now. Please try again later. Thank you.
I guess I'll get Tino out of the way. Actually, no. Oh. Okay, at least it makes it easier for me to get a hold of it. Oh. Oh, I could have. Yeah, okay. So the computer makes it easier. Oh, okay, so we only have 4 people. So we've already talked to Lou, we've talked to Kessler. Loop? Okay, her. We've talked to her. Carl Jenkins is the... Well, no. Yeah, Yanni is the only one we have not ran into. Bird watching, fish. Okay. Okay. Cool. Hmm. I think it might be safe to call it here. Give me a head start on some things I gotta do before going to work. But, we did at least get some things knocked out. I'll call Tony starting next one. I'm guessing this is gonna have to wait until next time. I don't know where Ollie would be. I seen his truck. And then we still gotta talk to Yanni. Okay.
Yes? Have you ever seen the wolf that's been hanging out around here?
No. Not that I'm looking for it, of course. Yanni occasionally skis by, and that dullard of a student, I see him snowshoeing occasionally. But I've yet to see the wolf. Have you seen it?
Yeah, up close and personal, as a matter of fact.
How did it act? Was it aggressive? Did it look injured?
Actually, I think it may have saved my life.
Really? Of course, its behavior does suggest that it's had contact with humans before. Have you told anyone else what you just told me?
No?
Good. Don't. You see, I'd like to see this wolf for myself, and I don't want everyone else going after it and scaring it away. And there's no telling what that trigger-happy handyman might do. So it'll just be our little secret, all right?
Good luck with your birding.
Farewell.
Alright. Yeah. So the ski is telling me the other person is around. The truck is telling me that Ollie's around, but where?
It's way too cold to go out there now.
Oh! Okay, so after 5 I can't do anything. Well, that sucks. I think he said he's in the basement, actually, now that I think about it. Oh.
Nancy, I am glad to see you.
Are you alright? You seem upset.
You must listen. I was outside skiing very fast, as usual, and suddenly, boom! Snow, dirt, rocks, everything went flying into the air right in front of me. There is a mad bomber on the loose.
Did you see anyone?
I saw no one, not before, not after. My competitors bombed the bunkhouse thinking I would be so frightened that I would abandon my training and leave. Only I wasn't frightened, so now they are trying to bomb me.
Do you think they're responsible for all the accidents that have been happening around here as well?
My competitors and the governments behind them, they are as desperate as they are ruthless. They are capable of anything. They can operate anywhere in the world, under all conditions. It would not surprise me if someone right here in the lodge is right now under their employ. But to them, I say, "Pah! They do not scare me. I am the best cross-country skier in the world. I will neutralize their petty threats with my excellent strength, skill, and speed." I am sorry. Enough about my problems. problems. Did you want something?
Have you ever seen the wolf while you were out training?
No, for which I'm very grateful. In my country, in Fredonia, it is said that the gaze of the wolf will make you go blind.
Really?
They are creatures of infinite evil, and that is all I am going to say on the matter.
Chantal would like to use your name and picture on her website when she gets it up and running. Would that be okay?
I am sorry, but no.
Oh, well, so much for that. I hear that a major cross-country skiing competition may be held in this area in a couple of years.
This is very true. It will rival the Olympics.
Could that be the real reason you came here to train?
As long as I have to train, why not train in the place where I must eventually put that training to use? As we say in Fredonia, I am simply milking 2 goats with 1 bucket. Besides, I told you about the bomb. My competitors will stop at nothing to defeat me. I am forced to seek out and exploit every possible advantage open to me. I take no pride in some of the things I've done to bring victory to my country, but I have no choice.
You're busy, so I'll let you go.
Come back anytime.
Cool, so we know where Yanni is.
Can't check that off.
Wait, what do you mean? Okay, there's the sauna.
Need something?
I've talked to all the guests, so I thought maybe it was time to talk to you.
Well, I'm afraid you're wasting your time. I ain't much of a talker. I don't get things said. I get them done.
Then why aren't you trying to find out who's behind all these accidents?
Because I already know. I'm building something that's gonna solve all our problems. A wolf trap. One that'll finish off that thing out there once and for all.
You think the wolf is causing the accidents?
Not a doubt in my mind. Everything was A-OK till it showed up and started howling. It's bad luck. And something's protecting it. Something unnatural.
Why do you say that?
Yesterday I went looking for it. I tracked it and finally found it, sitting across the creek, not 20 yards away from me, just staring at me. So I raised my rifle, drew a bead, and fired. Easiest shot I've ever taken in my life. And I missed. So I fired again, and I missed, and then I missed again, and again. And all the while it just sat there staring until finally it just stood up, walked toward the brush just as calm as could be, and disappeared. Wild animals just don't act like that, and I just don't miss like that. There's something real weird about that wolf, and I ain't gonna rest till I get rid of it. So maybe we should just find something else to job out. You met my little girl yet?
Freddie? Oh, yeah. She's got a pretty mean arm on her.
She sure does. Of course, that little snow fort she built is pretty much her whole life. Just sits out there waiting for somebody to go by so she can pick a snowball fight with them. I keep asking her how she manages to stay warm all day, but she won't tell me. Says she's got a secret weapon. Yeah, she's something.
The Avalanche Patrol asked me to tell you that the explosives training session in Calgary has been postponed till next month.
Well, hallelujah. I didn't really want to go anywhere until I finished off that wolf. Now I won't have to.
So, you're on the Avalanche Patrol, huh?
Yep, dang. I just remembered. Patrol wants me to keep an eye on Skookum Ridge for the next couple of weeks. Here, there's the key to the snowmobile. Take it out to Skookum Ridge and see if there's been an avalanche.
You want me to check it out?
Seat-seated so you don't have to worry about the cold. Make sure you call the patrol and give them a report when you're done. You can handle that, can't you?
You bet.
Good. 2 more things. That Bill Kessler guy's getting bored being the only one around here doing any ice fishing. He wants competition. So if he says anything to you, just remember that Chantal wants you to keep the guests we got happy. Other thing is, the cold snap's on its way. You think it's cold now? Just wait. Gotta be real careful anytime you're outside. So, we done here?
For right now, we'll save. I gotta really get off here. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.